right, all right. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all know this brother right here, Gary Owens. He just had a birthday on the 26th of July, I think. Yeah, July 26th. And yeah, he's now 47 years old, comic. You know, he was in Think Like a Man, Steve Harvey movie, and and he's in a lot of black films with what's the man name? The director that directed Steve Harvey Think Like a Man, and he's in a lot of his films. I forget my man name. But anyway, Gary Owens is I think a comedian that he talks about, being married to a black woman and how uh the white girls didn't give him no play. He's from Ohio, Cincinnati. And I kind of borrowed the phrase from him, I like who like me. And he said it was the black girls that was giving him flavor. And that's how he grew to love black women, because they found him sexy. And, of course he's a Caucasian brother, and the Caucasian ladies thought he was corny. And so when he left Ohio and ventured to the East Coast and out to LA, and, starting his comedy career, he would date a lot of sisters or women of color, so that's been part of his comedic career and his success. And us black folks has embraced him, because of that. You married to a sister, so that means you're not racist, and you open your arms to the culture of blackness. And I think for that alone, that gave him an audience that he probably wouldn't have had. You know, it couldn't do nothing but help him to have a black audience as well as a Caucasian audience, because that's what your culture is. So you can't lose when you get a diverse audience that hold you down and like your material. And but I say all that to say he's recently divorced his wife, and you know rumors according to Wendy Williams that Claudia Shepard was the other woman that he's been going out with or seen with, and he's saying that she's just a friend. And so that's his story, and that's what he running with. So, but we not here to gossip. It is what it is. And he might have had a fling with her, but I'm married and I ain't leaving home and woo woo. So, but at the end of the day, it got to that point. But I never really saw a stand up of his, but I liked his characters in the movies that I seen him in. He's a great comedic actor, and I like his nerdy role that he plays. And he always playing the role of, you know, he's the guy out the loop, and he trying to figure things out. And and he got a black group of friends, and they be busting on him, and he be like, you know, uh, it's just funny how he interacts with, you know, whoever he's in the movie with. And he always playing the quirky guy or the out of place guy. And he relish in that role very well. And and he brings that role to life, and you can't help but like his character about time you finish that movie, because he brings the comedic part to it. And so that's his niche that he does well. Let me look up this guy name, because it's messing with me to not know who this guy is that produced Think Like a Man. Because I know the guy name, but it just can't come in my mind right now. I could see his face so vividly. So let me just go and look it up. It wasn't David Lee Talbot. Will Packer. He in a lot of Will Packer movies. Or maybe I say half of Will Packer movies. Gary Owens is one of the fixtures of his movies. And and he put him in a role where he flourishes at. And that's great. David Lee Talbot is from DC as well. That's why his name came to mind, but it wasn't him. Um, but David Lee Talbot did make the recent Christmas film with Forest Whitaker and Felicia Rashad, and that movie did well. It was a Christmas musical, and it did well. So congrats to you. And wow, I just saw Ozzie Davis and Ruby D, uh, Angela Davis, the activist, had like a forum and had them as a guest. And